There is a moment when a life does not end, even though it very nearly does. This book begins there. Hai is 19 and believes, with quiet certainty, that he has already ruined his life. He is not dramatic about it. He is tired. He feels used up, like someone who arrived late to a world that had already decided it didn't need him. He stands at the edge of disappearance, not because he wants death, but because he cannot imagine a future that includes him. What stops him is not hope. It is an old woman yelling from her house. Grazina is sharp, strange, devout, funny, and slipping out of time. She lives alone by a river in a house and that should have been abandoned years ago. She does not rescue Hai in a heroic way. She interrupts him. She refuses to let him go quietly. She needs help, and in needing him, she gives him something he no longer has, a reason to stay. Hai moves in with her and becomes her caretaker. He sorts pills, cooks meals, watches television that no longer makes sense, and learns how to live alongside dementia as it rearranges Grazina's reality. The relationship is not warm or tidy. It is awkward, frustrating, tender, and sometimes absurd. They crush bread in the yard to release grief. They eat carrots because Grazina believes carrots contain light. They pray badly. They laugh unexpectedly. Slowly, without anyone naming it, they build a life that works just enough. The book's central insight is that usefulness can save a person when belief cannot. Hai does not become hopeful. He becomes necessary, and that necessity gives him weight again. Caring for Grazina does not erase his pain, but it keeps him tethered to the world. Gladness in this novel is not happiness or success. It is small and temporary. It shows up in ordinary moments, a well-cooked meal, a shared silence, a morning that arrives when you did not expect to reach it. The book argues that gladness is not something you achieve. It is something you notice while enduring. Grazina, whose memory is failing, becomes Hai's teacher. Though she forgets facts, she remembers how to feel. She believes in rituals, food, prayer, and stubborn survival. Through her, the novel suggests that identity is not held together by memory or accomplishment, but by repeated acts of care. The story quietly asks difficult questions. Who takes care of people once they stop being efficient or coherent? What happens to those who fall between families, systems, and institutions? The book's answer is not abstract. It is intimate. Care happens when someone stays close, even when staying is inconvenient. Hai's grief does not vanish. His losses remain, but they stop being the only thing that defines him. Pain becomes something he carries alongside responsibility, instead of something that pulls him under. There is no dramatic redemption at the end, no neat lesson, only continuation. Hai stays. Grazina is not alone. Life moves forward unevenly, imperfectly, but still moving. The novel leaves us with a quiet truth. You do not need to want life in order to keep living it. Care can create meaning when hope is gone. Being needed can rebuild a self faster than being admired. Gladness is brief, fragile, and real, and sometimes it is enough. Thank you for spending these minutes with the Emperor of Gladness. Some stories don't teach us how to move forward. They simply ask us to stay, to notice, and to let small acts of care change what survival means. If this reflection resonated with you, you're welcome to return for more narrations like this, where meaning unfolds quietly rather than all at once.